I think like somebody touched upon Startup India and all that, but right now those are all things you see on TV. So in reality, what would it be that you would like to see to be a job creator?
पहिली म्हळ्यार म्हाका बरें दिसलें आयकून निशान आपलो बिझनस स्टार्ट केला. सो आनी वायटूय दिसलें की भगतान सांगलें की गोंयकार सुशेगाद म्हणून. आमचे गोंयकार सुशेगाद ना, अशें सीन क्रिएट केल्लो आसा की गोंयकार सुशेगाद आसा म्हणून. हांव स्वता म्हाजें MBA करतना फार्मसी करतना सांजो 4 ते 12 पर्यंत जॉब करतालो आनी सकाळीं फुडें उठून एग्जामी वतालो. आमचे गोंयकार सुशेगाद न्हू, म्हाका अशें हांव ताका राग अशें धरिना, पण एक म्हटल्यार आमच्या होम स्वीट होपान म्हणिल्लें आनी खरें आसा, एक सुशेगाद गोंयकार उठ्ठा तेन्ना कितें जाता तें सगळें खबर आसा. बट दॅट डजंट मीन सगळे सुशेगाद गोंयकार उठ्ठले आनी आपलो बिझनस स्टार्ट करतले. अशें आसा की प्रत्येक मनीस आपलो बिझनस स्टार्ट करपाक शकना. कळ्ळें? प्रत्येक मनशाक एक बूस्ट दिवचो पडटा. कितें करतलो जाल्यार तूं जॉब करतलो जाल्यार बूस्ट दिवचो पडटा. सो म्हाजें म्हणणें अशें आसा की सगळे एवरीथींग शूड गो इन हँड. आमच्या गोंयांत ज्यो सद्या कॉलेजीस आसा त्यो चडश्यो कॉलेजीस म्हटल्यार BSc, BCom, इंजिनियरींग आतां हांव एक्सपेक्ट करतालो की ह्या गव्हर्मेंटान IT रिलेटेड कंपनीज हाडटले आशिल्ले म्हणून, पण अजून पर्यंत तरी तांच्यांनी कांय करूंक ना. सो एक हो व्हडलो प्रश्न आसा. फार्मास्युटिकल कंपनीज आसा ज्यो BSc भुरग्यांक बीन काम दिवंक शकता. इवन BCom भुरग्यांक थंय फायनान्स डिपार्टमेंटान MBA करून सुद्दां काम मेळपाक शकता. पण फार्मास्युटिकल कंपनीन कितले गोंयकारांक जॉब मेळटा हें कोणी पळोवंक ना. गोंयांत 2च फार्मसी कॉलेज आसा, एक पणजे आसा आनी PES कॉलेज. सो फाटल्या खेप जेन्ना 70 भुरगे पास जाले, भितरले 15 भुरगे M.Pharm करपाक गेले. बाकीच्या भुरग्यांतले फक्त 2 भुरग्यांक कन्फर्म ट्रेनी म्हणून घेतले, बाकीच्या सगळ्यांक कॉन्ट्रॅक्टार म्हणून घेतिल्ले आसा. आनी ते ट्रेनी म्हणून घेतिल्ले ते इन्फ्लुयन्स लावन घेतिल्ले आसा, म्हाका सारकें खबर आसा. सो गोंयांत आतां इतल्यो फार्मास्युटिकल कंपनी आसा आनी आमचे B.Pharm कॉलेज, फार्मसी कॉलेजींतल्या भुरग्यांक कॉन्ट्रॅक्टाचेर घेता. इतले वेकन्सीज आसा. सो हो व्हडलो प्रश्न आसा. ताका लागून हांव म्हणटा की पॉलिसी आसपाक जाय गव्हर्मेंटाच्यो रिजर्वेशन फॉर गोवन्स. म्हणजे हांव म्हणटा गोवन्स म्हणजे जे गोंयचे लोकल अशें म्हणिना, जे कॉलेजींतल्यान पास आवट जाता तांकां कितें तरी प्रेफरन्स आसपाक जाय. एटलिस्ट आतां ते सुप्रिजिताचें हांवें सांगिल्लें पाडेकर ऑनलायन, ताजो असलो भुरगो सपोज बिझनस स्टार्ट करपाक शकता, ताका कितें तरी बूस्ट मेळपाचो हक्क आसा न्हू गव्हर्मेंटा कडल्यान. ताका तुमी पयशे मागता प्लॉट घेवपाक लागून ही सगळ्यांत वायट परिस्थिती आसा. मागीर आमचे इलेक्ट्रॉनीक सिटी म्हणटा, इलेक्ट्रॉनीक सिटी सांगिल्ल्या प्रमाणे कॉलेजीस ना. ते म्हणजे जे कंपनी येवपाचे तसली कॉलेजीस ना. इलेक्ट्रॉनीक इंजिनियरींग आसा, पूण ते शिकयता ते कोर्स आनी जे कंपनी येवपाचे ते कितें तरी मॅच जावपाक जाय. आतां ट्युरिजमान पयलीं मायनिंगान लोक धांवताले. मायनिंग एकाचे 25 ट्रक केले मायनिंग करया. मागीर तांच्यांनी GECन इंजिनियरींग स्टार्ट, मायनिंग इंजिनियरींग कितें तरी कोर्स स्टार्ट केलो. सगळे थंय धांवपाक लागले. आतां सगळे म्हणटा ट्युरिजमान आमी करया म्हणटा, आमी आपले ओन ऑनलायन कितें बिझनस स्टार्ट करया, वॉट एवर. ट्युरिजम सगळे आतां ट्युरिजमा फाटल्यान धांवला. पूण आमच्या गोंयाची कॅपेसिटी कितली आहा ट्युरिजम रिलेटेड जॉब्स हँडल करपाची, ते कोणी चिंतला? फाल्यां मायनिंगाची जी हालत जाला तीच ट्युरिजमाची जातली. कित्याक ते तुमकां सांगता, पयलीं जे गोंयांत जे ट्युरिस्ट येताले, बरे ट्युरिस्ट येताले पळय, ते आतां गोंयांत येवपाचें बंद जाला. लोकल ट्युरिस्ट येतात ते सगळे बिस्कीटच्या पोतान, दुदाच्या पोतान सगळे घेवन येता आनी परत वतात. तांचो कांय फायदो जायना. आनी अशी एक दीस परिस्थिती येतली. आमी एक स्पेशल स्टेटसाक लागून एक इंटरव्यू घेताले एकले हेजो. तो 30 वर्सां जाले येता. तो म्हणटा आतां आपूण येवपाचें कमी करतलो गोंयांत. येवपाचें ना आपणाक दिसता म्हणटा. पयलींच्या भशेन गोंयकारपण कांय उरूंक ना म्हणटा गोंयांत. आमच्यो ज्यो आदली घरां आशिल्लीं ताच्या जाग्यार व्हडल्यो व्हडल्यो बिल्डिंगो आयल्या म्हणटा. असले ट्युरिजमाक आमकां इंट्रस्ट ना. असले ट्युरिजम आमकां आमच्या थंय मेळटा म्हणटा. सो सगळेच जाण जर ट्युरिजमाक धांवपाक लागले जाल्यार सारकें ना. ट्युरिजमाक म्हाजो फ्रेंड आसा पंकज हांगा बसला आनी प्रशांत. थंय कितें गोंयकारांक जॉब मेळटा, ते 12 वरां 14 वरां काम करतात. नायट शिफ्ट करून आयला ते. सो हांकां आनी ते वयल्यान तांकां हाय लेवलाचेर तांकां ना, 3rd लेवलाचेर ते जॉब करना. 3rd लेवलार डायरेक्ट तुमी Naukri.com कडल्यान हाडटाच. सो हे जे प्रॅक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम्स आसा की आमी सगळे हांव म्हणटा न्हू की सगळे हँड इन हँड. आमच्या गोंयांत ज्यो सद्या कॉलेजीस आसा त्या प्रमाणे इंडस्ट्रीज आसपाक जाय आनी इंडस्ट्रीन सुद्दां कितें तरी गोंयकारांक फर्स्ट प्रेफरन्स मेळपाक जाय. नाजाल्यार भुरगे अशेच तळमळटले आनी मागीर तांकां पोर्तुगल वयचेच पडटले. सो हेच तुमकां सांगपाक सोदतालो.
Again, Siddesh and Kapil have made some really good points. I find them a bit subjective about things that need to change in the future. So say for example, Goans should get first preference when they graduate from college or so on and so forth. But in order for that to happen, things need to change. I'd like to talk to you about here and now. I think a fantastic example is Antonio, sitting to my left, with what he's done with his vision. The actual company he set up, I think, is irrelevant, but the fact that he had an idea to set up something and went and achieved that is commendable, especially at his age. And I think that's a great platform for our kids to follow. There's been a lot of negativity, so I'd like to talk to you maybe on the positive aspect. I've lived in the UK for the last 6 years, 5 to 6 years, and I know we have unemployment as an issue in Goa and in India. But when you have that perception of, say, a country like England or the UK, and we have a lot of Goans flocking over to the UK, take it from someone who's lived there for 5.5 years, the unemployment in the UK is at an unprecedented scale. It's huge. You don't even understand how bad it is. Professionals who are 10 times more qualified than you, me, and everybody else put together are not able to get jobs in McDonald's making French fries. And these guys are, you know, professionals and MBA holders and so on and so forth. So again, to go back to one of the points I think that Valmiki had made and Antonio, which is we should stay at home, which is a good thing to do. I've decided to move back home as well. The opportunities are here. So if we can't have an opportunity right now, create one for yourself. See a gap in the market. You don't have to be a fantastic businessman. Find a really simple, good product or a good working formula and stick to it. There are so many vacancies in Goa and so many things that need to be done. But it's very easy to sit at home and say, oh, you know what, somebody should start this and somebody should do that. You should be that somebody. So a couple of things that I've noticed that are missing in Goa, which is like what Valmiki has done as well, is we've lived abroad and we've picked up a few points and brought them back home. So say for example now, if there's an emergency in this very room and someone has a medical emergency, what do you do? Anybody, question, what do you do? Someone's had a heart attack, anyone can give me an answer, what do you do? But there isn't a single phone number we can call. There is a 108, which I believe have 8 ambulances if I'm not mistaken. But Goa doesn't have a dedicated emergency line. There is no 999, there is no 911. There's a gap in the market. All you need is a call center. It's just a little network. I'm not telling you to do the emergency job. I'm just saying have a call center where you can call, with someone on the phone, an educated person who will connect you to the police, connect you with the nearest ambulance, connect you with the fire brigade, or wake up somebody, whatever needs to be done in Goa. But have a simple formula. And there's no reason why someone can't start this themselves. I don't think I have the aptitude to do it, so hopefully one of our kids could do something similar. Another thing that's been taking Goa quite by storm on a business perspective is something called the BNI network. I'm not sure if anybody's aware of this. Are a few of us aware of BNI? It's an American-based network. It's very popular in Goa. It's a business network, basically. So I'll quickly run through how it works. I make tiles, you build houses, so somebody connects me to you because you need my product and I need you. And they vouch for one another. That's basically what it is. There's nobody in Goa who's thought about doing this for youth. In other words, there are kids who are talented in non-specific roles. Say for example, my colleagues have spoken a lot about BCom education and science and so on and so forth, which is your norm. But what about kids like these two gentlemen here, the photographers, or the cameramen here, or people in a creative field, or you see someone who's a great sportsman that you mentioned. And you can have a network among these people to say, oh, you know what, I know a kid who would be really good for your requirement, or I know someone who could be fantastic to fit this role, and so on and so forth. So the models are there. All you need to do is just take them up and adopt them and try and implement them. So my point would be, if you can't fit the norm, make it yourself. Do something yourself. Take a loan. I believe EDC are handing out really good loans. If not, I listened to somebody else in the other seminar who said that I believe Bajaj Alliance are handing out really good loans. You pay a couple of % more, but the repayment schemes are very good. So research into it. See how you can generate some funds. I'm sure Anthony would be more clued up on this than I would. But start something by yourself, get an idea and just go and run with it.
Yeah, so my point would be if you don't have the resources, you need to collect money as Antonio did, sell your sunglasses on eBay. That's what you could do. Collect money from your own resources and
हांव ते पॉयंटाक तुका एक मातसो मानता पूण सांगपाक सोदता ते प्रमाणे समज आतां तूं एकट्याचे बद्दल चिंतता आतां समज एग्जांपल घे आमी आतां 5 जण कंपनी चालू करपाक सोदता आमी 5 जण कितें सनग्लासीस घेवन बिचीर विकपाक शकपा न्हू खंय तरी आमकां बिजनस घालपाक एक EDC कडल्यान लँड घेवं या खंयची तरी बारीक स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री चालू करता जाल्यार फंडाची गरज आसता आनी समज आमी ती बँकेंतल्यान घेता जाल्यार इंट्रस्टानूच आमी कापात जातले दुसरी गजाल म्हणटा ती आमी जेन्ना गव्हर्मेंटा कडल्यान मागणी करून घेता तेन्ना इंट्रस्ट लेवल कमी आसता तेन्ना खंय इम्पॉर्टंट रोल प्ले जाता हाव यू आर इन गूड टर्म्स विथ द गव्हर्मेंट ऑफिशल्स समज गव्हर्मेंट ऑफिशल्स तुजे वांगडा बरे ना जाल्यार तुजो लोन पास जावपाक ना थंय जाल्यार राजकारण चालू म्हणून हांवें कितें म्हणलें गव्हर्मेंट प्लेज अ इम्पॉर्टंट रोल इन एम्प्लॉयमेंट दिस वॉज द पॉयंट
So basically, I feel that youth need to have a vision of their own and work towards, achieving that vision. So basically, I would stick to my point and say that work for yourself. Create job opportunities for yourself. So that's the point I would like to make.
आणि एक नो पॉयंट आय वॉन्ट टू एड की एक बिझनस स्टार्ट करपाक हांवें स्वता बिझनस केल्लो आसा सो बिझनस स्टार्ट करप इट इज नॉट अ जोक थावजंड्सांतले एकूच बिझनसमॅन सक्सेस ऑलरेडी 999 बिझनसमॅन सक्सेसफूल जातले अशें ना आनी प्रत्येक युथाच्या फाटल्यान ताची फॅमिली आसता तो लोन काडपाक शकना लोन काडपाक तुका एसेट आसपाक जाय सगळ्यांच कडेन एसेट आसता अशें ना सो हांव म्हणिना की हांव एक्चुली हांव MBA स्टुडंट सो म्हाका खबर आसा की बिझनस कसो चलता आनी बिझनस म्हणजे बिझनस व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट आपल्या पांयार उबें रावंक जाय पूण रायट डायरेक्शनान वचपाक जाय सांगपाचें अशें आशिल्लें की सगळे जाणां ट्युरिजमान धांवनाता कित्याक फाल्यां ट्युरिजम एक गोंयांत इतले लोक जाला पळय ट्युरिजम क्रॅश जावपाचो आसा हांव सांगता तुमकां आमची गोंयची इकॉनॉमी क्रॅश जावपाची आसा सगळे मायनिंगान धांवताले बिझनस स्टार्ट करपाक दॅट वॉज अ बिझनस कितें जालें क्रॅश जालें सगळें लोकांची लोनां आसा आतां भुरग्यांक एड्युकेशन दिवपाक पयशे ना लोकां कडेन सो आय एम नॉट सेयींग दॅट आमी बिझनसाचेर फोकस करपाक ना फावना सगळे सायड बाय सायड वचपाक जाय एड्युकेशन सुद्दां भुरग्यांचें सारकें जावपाक जाय आनी जे जॉब सुद्दां करता ते सुद्दां एड्युकेशन अशें जावपाक जाय जे गोंयांत जॉब्स अवेलेबल आसा त्या प्रमाणे एड्युकेशन जावपाक दॅट वॉज माय पॉयंट
Just to counter Kapil's points, a fantastic point he raises where you will need collateral to take a loan and it is a lot of stress. People might have families if you're talking about setting up something of your own. It's not easy to start a business. So it is very stressful. There is, however, another alternative that you could look at. If you have a viable business plan, which you know is going to make money and you need capital, and for whatever reason, like Sudesh mentioned, you don't get on with the government official, they're refusing to give you the loan, you find that the interest rates are too high from a bank, find a partner. Find someone to invest into your business. You will give away a share of your business naturally, but that's a decision you can make, but it's a very viable option. You'd rather have 50% or 20% of a lot of money than zero of nothing. So that's another option you could explore.
Yeah, so I like the thing is what we were talking about is not sticking only to tourism, and I totally agree with that because ultimately if we have every student passing out jumping into tourism will fail. Fair enough. Same way, if I tell everybody to start a business, 20 people over here to start 20 businesses, who's going to work for that business?